All right, what is going on, guys? So I recently purchased this K&F Concept 10-litre sling bag. I needed something that was sort of small but still versatile. I needed something that I could fit in my camera, my drone, and all the little bits and pieces, SD cards, batteries. But yeah, something that was still small enough that I could throw it on and take it on the bike with me. This seemed like the perfect fit. It was a toss-up between this and the PG-Tech 7-litre sling. So the thing that sold me with this over the PG-Tech is you can see the straps there. So they come off the end of the bag, whereas the PG-Tech ones, they appear to come off the top corner of the bag. So all the pictures that I've seen of people wearing the PG-Tech one, it sort of just hangs down off your body like so, whereas the pictures in the video reviews that I've seen of this, it acts as a proper crossbody bag, so it sits sort of tight to your back on a bit of an angle. From my experience so far, it works fine like that. And yeah, I have watched so many reviews of this bag, and a lot of people are showing how you can fit in a camera body or two bodies and lenses, but no one was really showing if you could fit a camera with a zoom lens and a drone. So let's jump over to the bench and I'll show you exactly how I have mine set up. So as you can see, laid out on the table here, we've got the bag. I have my Mini 3 Pro drone and controller. Also have my Sony a6700 with a Tamron 17-70 lens. This also has a step-up ring and an ND filter and the lens cap attached. So it's quite a bit longer than just your average 17-70. I also have the DJI mic and receiver, and the cable is also in the bag. And then I have a spare battery for my camera and a spare battery for my drone. So I don't generally take the GoPro with me on my shoots, but I'll pack it in the bag just so you can see. I'm pretty comfortable with vlogging on the 17-70. I have quite long arms, so it's nothing for me to hold that out in front of me. And I also have my tripod with me if I ever need to take any sort of super wide angle shots. But yeah, if you do have short arms and you struggle to vlog with a longer lens, then you can definitely fit a GoPro in as well. We'll run through some of the features of the bag. So we'll start at the back because it's the least exciting. But basically there's just a small pocket there, quite thin, enough room to fit your phone in. Then we'll jump over to the front. In the front pocket, we have this small zip section, which you can fit in extra SD cards or cables to keep them out of the way. And then you have this larger section. So in this larger section, you'll see there is 2 battery slots, so one green, one red. If you decide to label your batteries as charged and uncharged, I normally just chuck them in there. And then when they're not charged, I'll just slip them in the bottom of the bag. And then there's one other section here as well, which quite handy. I mean, you can chuck whatever you want in there. I have my spare camera battery, my mic setup, and my GoPro in here. I keep my drone battery with the drone in this middle section. There's also this small key attachment here, which I keep the key to my bike lock on there. That way, if I'm ever out riding, that's all I have to take with me. And then moving on to the middle. So there is a divider sleeve that you can fold up in a few different ways, but the way that I have it laid out is I have one small section on the end and then one large section here. So I'll have my drone battery, my spare drone battery, in the bottom. I'll sit my Mini 3 vertically on top of the battery. My A6700 with the Tamron lens goes in like so. And then you can see here, there's a little bit of room. So I put my controller in with the screen facing outwards against this lining. It's actually quite soft and well lined, this bag. So as you can see, it all fits in there. It's quite snug, but nothing is going to get damaged. It's not jammed up in there very tightly at all. So we've got everything in, and then I'll slip my camera battery in. I have this DJI bag that I fit my microphone and receiver in. Fold that up and tuck it in. And then the GoPro. That just fits down the side. So I generally don't take my tripod with me, but if I need to, it has these two straps underneath where once folded up, you can just slide your tripod straight through. And that's it, ready to go. So as you can see, I have it set up crossbody. Quite a comfy setup. And like I said, I don't generally have the tripod with me, but if I'm on the bike and I need to grab the camera out quickly, I can just swing it around, pull it out, photo, video, whatever. Slide it back in, zip up, swing it around, good to go. So I generally don't need to do that too often, but it's handy to just be able to take my camera and drone with me to wherever I go, and I don't have to worry about taking a full backpack or my Pelican case. So let's take it out for some real world experience. So yeah, here we are out on the bike. 17mm or 24mm equivalent, probably a little bit too tight I guess on the bike, but yeah, the sling's holding up well, super comfy. I thought that the strap might be a little bit sort of wearing, especially across the collarbone, but it seems fine. Once it sits in the right position on your back, it doesn't move either. It sits quite rigid. So yeah, probably gonna do around 20 Ks on the bike today, just to get used to it before my long ride tomorrow. Nothing too fast either, but yeah, let's get into it. Back from our ride. So we did 20 Ks, no discomfort, did exactly what I wanted it to. Sat nice and stable on my back the whole time, and also being that it's so much smaller than my normal camera bag, I didn't have a humongous sweat patch on my back when I got back either. So super stoked with the bag itself, especially for the price. I definitely recommend it if you're on a budget and you just need something to chuck all your stuff in. It has all the features that every other bag has, so I don't see why you would need to go and spend all that extra money when you can get something that looks nice and does the job. So if you do have any questions about it, feel free to just ask me down below, and yeah, I'll get back to you. But until next time.